Welcome back to some more Project Zomboid Build 42 Adventures with Chuck Miller. It is now October 28th. Before you know it's going to be Christmas. We're still here. We've still got a lot of work to do. The work is going to continue on our base. It's raining. We got logs. We got garbage bags somewhere. There they are. So I'm actually just going to quickly build a couple of rain collector crates. Water is a precious resource, and it should be a pretty simple thing to do as well. So we're going to start off with an easy win. Okay, so I've built one rain collector crate, and as always, as soon as you start building something like that, whilst it's raining, you think you can take advantage of it, the rain stops. I was going to build two there, but I'm actually going to start building sort of infrastructure for the farm that eventually, if I live that long, if this series lasts that long, I'll eventually start planting some crops in the new year. And the plan is to do that over in this space here. I'm still a bit dubious whether it's actually big enough, but if we do plant crops here, we're going to need some source of water so we can keep them well watered. So I've only got 4 more garbage bags for now. I don't know. Oh, let's just do it. You can't have, I'm sure we'll find more rain collector barrels. I was just realizing that if you build a rain collector barrel now, but not going to use it for like 2 or 3 months, is that a good idea? Who knows? Yeah, let's just build that one there. Oh, there we go. It's raining again. Brilliant. Okay, well, we're back here at the storage area. We made a start. We got a few issues with bugs and been able to place furniture, but we've made a start. Now, I don't really know. I haven't got a solid plan of what I'm going to put where. I did have an additional idea. I thought I might turn this area into some sort of mechanics area, and then I can park all the vehicles just out here and work on them, get the mechanics upskilled. But with regards to storage, the only priority at the moment is just unpack the like dozen or plus bags that I've got lying around, start to get organized, start to take stock of all the gear I've got. I've got a lot of guns and ammo, I've got a lot of weapons. Whatever I put out, I can move it again. With regards to sort of workstations, or for want of a better word, I don't really know what I can and can't build yet, but the idea is to put those in these smaller areas here. But you know, most things I should be able to move around. So let's go. We're going to do with some pretty intense moving things around and moving them to other places, and that's pretty exciting. Okay, so I got a lot of gear moved out now into this area. It's all a bit random. There's some things I will move. I'm probably going to be quite a long time before I'd actually decide what I put where. But we got to start. This is the garden area. I put a few things down on the floor to make it a little bit more interesting. And that means that all of this area here is now completely clear. I will eventually, I promise, at some point get a door and a door frame installed properly there. But this here, what we're going to mostly be picking up and using and putting back again is weapons and armor. So I'm going to put all the sort of weapons here. I might put a third metal storage shelf here. I don't think I really need to have access to that there at all, so it doesn't really matter if I block off that door. Yeah, so weapons and all that here, and then armor and sort of, you know, defensive sort of clothing there. So we can finally start to move in, finally start to put things in place. And here I'll probably put all the guns and ammo. A bit dubious whether I've got enough space, but let's get to it. Let's start unpacking. Okay, well, I'm basically just running back and forth from home to the storage area. Now the plan is I want to just keep this sort of building as just a home, as just a normal house where we can live in. I don't want to fill it up with crafting tools and armor and guns and weapons, so pretty much everything is going to go in the storage area. And it's definitely a day for being inside and organising all your gear, that is for sure. Okay, well, it has been raining all day. We've been at it all day. I will show you the results in the morning because the building is not powered yet, so it's going to be dark and gloomy in there. But come across a few interesting magazines that we've yet to read. Look at this, Wilderness Survival. And look at that, that is a lot of, it does have growing seasons, but it's also got some really useful things about making crude whetstones, spearheads, and a bit of napping there, so that is definitely worth reading. We've got this one also not read, making a few sort of, wow, make magazine armor. That could actually be very, very interesting. And we got this one here, which could be a very useful piece of the jigsaw. With regards to getting some sort of late game crafting and building done. Let's just read these before we go to bed, and we'll pick up in the morning and I'll show you what sort of progress we've made. Okay, it is the next one, and let me show you what sort of progress we've made. We've got weapons and armor in this area here, and I'm trying to keep it semi-organized. So we've got blunt weapons here. You see we've got a nice selection of baseball bats already, and swords, stabby things, sharp things there. Over here I've got armor, and I'm trying to again keep it sort of some sort of logic to it. So all the sort of lower body armor is there, all the sort of helmets and upper body is there, and we've got the ammo, got all the ammo here, and then we'll have magazines there. Still got several bags to unload. There's all the weapons there, as well as still having several bags to unload. We've still got probably a good, I don't know, it might take 3, 4, 5 trips to bring all the stuff over from Echo Creek, our former base, the diner. Here in this central aisle, I'm going to put sort of building materials, crafting tools. I'm going to try and keep it sort of metal, and then sort of carpentry and wood, and well, yeah, you know. It's difficult to know how to organise things when you don't know what half of it is going to be used for. I do have a lot of sort of tools and things that I haven't unpacked yet. At some point I'm going to have to go out on the road, grab some more storage, maybe find some different types of storage. Makes it a little bit more visually interesting because it's all a bit samey at the moment. But I'll tell you what we're going to do. We've got quite an interesting selection now of armor, all sorts of different types. So I'm going to try some of it on. See how it looks, see what the sort of discomfort is like. It's going to be yeah, a bit crazy looking. It's going to be very apocalyptic. Let's see how it looks. Okay, well, there we are. It looks like something from some sort of crazy nightmare. We've got shin guards on the lower leg. I've got some scrap metal thigh armor. I've got a scrap metal helmet, which makes me look like some crazy knight. We've been wearing it barely 30 seconds and we're already a little uncomfortable. We don't have very much in the way of gear, and we're already, well, we were a little bit overweight, and yeah, it's making us a little bit sweaty as well, judging by how quickly we just went through our water. I got fingerless gloves, scrap metal. What else have I got? I've got, as I said, the scrap metal helmet, the shin guards, spiked metal thigh armor. I got a tire forearm armor. Look at that bite and scratch defense. It is maxed out. And I got wooden forearm armor. Again, bite and scratch defense maxed out. There ain't no zombie biting us, which is a good thing because we won't be able to move. I mean, the discomfort is really, really high, so it's quite a big trade-off. But if you wanted to scare the zombies, this would be a good outfit. Right, let's get all that back off. It's a little bit much, it's a little bit over the top. And yeah, I'm going to continue unloading all the gear because we've still got so much of it to unload. Okay, well, actually not anywhere near as much to unload as I thought. This was basically the last 2 bags of gear, and I actually found a more interesting armor. We've got quite a lot of tire armor. The trouble is the discomfort is massive. It'd be interesting to see how this sort of armor compares to something like magazine armor. Now that we've got the recipe, I'll be definitely interested in exploring that. It probably gets useless if it rains. That would make sense, right? But it's definitely worth exploring, because this stuff here, yeah, the protection is amazing, especially the tire stuff. Complete protection, but really, really uncomfortable, really bad run speed modifier. I reckon if you're wearing a full set of tire armor, you probably might not even be able to actually run. Okay, well, I'm just getting probably geared up because we're going to go over to Echo Creek. Just try and grab a few items, maybe grab some more storage options as well, but also check out the leeks. I think, you know, they might be nearly ready to harvest. That would be a surprising harvest, a harvest I never thought I would do. But I'm just comparing this leather forearm armor. It's 100% bite and scratch defense, but the combat speed modifier and the discomfort is less than half of what the tire armor is. So it looks like it's leather armor for the win, that is for sure. Okay, well, actually a slight change of plan, a last minute change of plan. There's no point bringing back more loot if I've got nowhere to put it. So we're back here at the, I don't know, what does that say? Pot Tool Paradise. For more storage options, we've got all sorts of gear here. We've got some crates. I don't think I want to use these things because they're a bit more sort of gas station, but I might be able to make use of these for some of the tools, get things, get a little bit more variety. And I think, do I have a torch? I got a lighter. Yeah, you've got quite a lot of storage here, haven't we? We could be, this is only up the road. This is probably the nearest place for us. So what do we want to take? Let's grab, see if we can pick up a couple of these, take them back. Chance to break 45 though. Oh well. Nope, not a good start. It broke. I mean, we've got half of it. Did we get half of it? Yeah, so I don't know if this is smart really, trying to take these now when we've got such a high chance to break. But it's a long grind to upgrade the carpentry. Okay, have we been lucky to get a complete set? No. Two of the same half. Ah, finally. Ooh. Salt lick, what does that do? Well, we finally got one. Let's put that back in the back of the truck and see what else we can take. Well, that is really annoying. We've got all of the same half. That is really frustrating. Oh well, let's grab these crates. These will be, yeah, we can definitely grab these. Okay, well, I can't remember what's up here. Wow, okay. I was expecting it to be absolutely pitch black. We've got no light at the moment. Ooh. We've got a garbage bag with some crackers. Again, dumpster dive in. We'll grab the garbage bag though, because I probably still want to build a lot more rain collector barrels. Yeah, well, this is just a little bit of a brief reminder of just how terrifying and how challenging build 42 lighting can be if you haven't got any sort of light source at all. Can't see a single thing in this corner at all. Okay, well, I've been able to grab just a lot more gear than I was expecting. I've got 2 large metal shelves. I've got about 6 crates. I've got that one large sort of store shelving as well. And it's not taking much time at all. So maybe it won't be as difficult to get all the storage we need. And yeah, this fan really needs to be replaced, doesn't it? Okay, let's get this all back to base. Okay, we're back at base. It is going to be absolutely pitch black in there. So again, I haven't got any batteries. I do have my angle-headed torch, but I don't have any batteries. So again, I'm just going to grab the radio out of this nearby taxi, get the battery, because we're going to need some light. And there's no way I'm going to be blundering around there in the dark. You never, ever know. Life is full of surprises. Okay, that is better. I feel a lot safer now. Now we've got 3 or 4 bits of storage. Let's grab them and let's put them in place. We're getting there. Progress. Okay, Okay, I'm just putting the last bit of storage in and we're almost there now. That is not where I wanted to put it. I wish we'd been able to get more of these large store shelves because it really gives off the sort of hardware store vibes, but it is what it is. And we've got pretty much all the storage now. It's a little bit samey, but we just need, what, one more metal storage shelf. I've gone with the crates. They're not the most efficient storage options. I'm not going to stack them because it doesn't seem very realistic to stack them, but I wanted something a little bit more different that was just a load of metal shelving. And as I said, this area here, this is going to be where we put our sort of workstations, maybe, I don't know how many sort of things we can actually build, but we're getting there. So definitely tomorrow, that's the wrong door. Definitely, actually I have to fill up our water. Definitely tomorrow we'll be going back to Echo Creek. And we can definitely now properly start moving all our gear. I might even splash out, bring back another generator and hook that up to here, so I can keep this powered, so I can get the lights on, because it is dark and gloomy at the moment. Okay, it is the next morning. I was just about to leave our base to head up to Echo Creek and start the very, very massive task of moving all the gear from one location to another, and I got a bit of an internal jump scare. This guy was just chilling right here outside the base. We are now on 42.4.1, the latest update for the unstable branch. I really hope all our other farm animals are where they should be. I don't know if this is an escapee or if this one is just sort of, yeah, I don't know, transported in time. Just hoping. Ooh. Wow, that hutch is cursed. Oh, what else are we going to see that's a bit wrong? Oh, this is actually really quite scary. The other hutch is okay, but the sheep seem to be there. I'm just kind of expecting something really bad to just go wrong, to be awry, like all our loot's gone or something. Our vehicle was there. It looks like all the animals are there so far. There's something weird going on with the troughs. You can see that. Man, it doesn't look like... Oh no, there are. Okay, just when I was thinking there's no cows. Okay, maybe we got off lightly. Okay, well, we've gained a cow, I think. We've gained a cow. Well, I'll take it. Let's get over to Echo Creek. Let's start moving all the gear. We've got a lot of work to do still. Well, you know what? Just as I drive out of the safety of our base, you can see, I just wanted to point out just how beat up this truck is. I had another crash, hit another tree, it's another crash, so you can see the windshield has gone. So, oh yeah, right on cue, the engine cuts out. So one of the other things I'm going to be doing in Echo Creek as well is finally retiring, finally saying goodbye to this beat up truck, because it really is on its last legs. So we're going to be looking for a replacement vehicle in Echo Creek as well. Okay, so here we are back once again in Echo Creek. I did get an error. I'm a little bit apprehensive for this new unstable update, but everything seems to be okay. So yeah, we're here back in Echo Creek. We're here to grab some of this loot. There's no way we're going to be able to grab all of it. There's a lot still of all sorts: guns, ammo, tools. What was that? We've got a crawler. Well, I'm hoping with respawn off we won't get harassed so much every time we come back to Echo Creek, because we're still going to have to come back here 2, 3, 4 times before we got all the loot. There's so much of it. But first, let's just make sure there's not a small group of zombies incoming, because there always seems to be. It looks pretty clear. Firstly, let's go and say hi to the chickens. Let's see if we got any eggs for us at all. Ooh, nice. Let's give the hutch a little bit of a clean. What have we got there? We've got 22 eggs. Man, I tell you, we're gonna have eggs coming out of our ears. Actually, you know, the other thing I need to do while I'm here, other than check the loot, is to check the crops. A long time ago, oh, they look dead. A long time ago, we planted some leeks, and I remember at the time thinking, there's just no way, there's no point. They take 3 months before they grow. And now they're dead. I don't know if they've died because they just got a disease or they weren't watered enough, or whether I've actually missed the window. But they're dead. No crops for us. Let's start grabbing the loot. But yeah, I got a lot of loot. There's a lot of weapons. There's a lot of guns and ammo, and there's just a lot of stuff. But I'm actually going to try and... I'm not going to be able to take it all in one go, so I'm going to prioritize certain things. Firstly, I want to grab all these tools because I want those toolboxes back at base. I think that would look brilliant. So let's just... I don't know how much gear we're going to be able to take. 4 or 5 bags maybe. I want to take back a generator as well. So we're not going to actually have that much room for loot really. Okay, I'm going to grab the generator while I'm thinking about it, but that is basically the trailer full. We got 1 bag of gear, mostly tools, and the generator, and it's pretty much full. So before I get any more loot loaded up, I'm going to actually have to go in search of a new vehicle. I think somewhere, if I can remember where, somewhere on the other side of the field where the sort of festival is, just here. I think somewhere on the other side of the field, I think there's 2 or 3 cars, like a truck or something. Let's see what we can find. You know what? I'm not going to do a like for like. I got this truck here. It's got a bit of a bad beat up hood, but it's not in bad condition. Oh yeah, here they come. But I'm going to actually take that red vehicle, give it a little bit of variety. It might even be a sports car, which will give it means it's lots of power. It might be really good for towing. So I'm going to swap out. It's time to say goodbye to this truck. It has served us well. It has had a lot of crashes. The fact that it's still going is quite impressive. But I need to move all of the gear. So let's just grab all of that. And maybe siphon all the gas as well. But yeah, this is our new vehicle. This red... Is it a sports car? It's probably a sports car. It's locked up tight. That usually means that it is in a survivor vehicle, really good condition. It's about half the size of the flatbed of the truck, but it ends up being about the same, I guess, because you got the 2 extra seats as well. So it's almost the same, almost the same. Let's just transfer all the gear. Let's siphon the gas as a precious resource. Not just going to leave that in the truck. Okay, well, I've just finished siphoning the gas and I was thinking, man, it's really quiet around here. This is nice. And obviously, yeah, I tempted fate a little bit too much. And I only took 2 full gas canisters of this sports car, so it's clearly got a much smaller gas tank. I just realised actually I haven't even actually properly checked its condition. I mean, it looks good, but looks can be deceptive. Look at that, chocolate milk. This is not a rare treat. This is a common nuisance. Another zombie. Okay, are there any more? Of course there is. It's not bad though. It definitely feels there's a lot less going on with the zombies now that respawn is off. Ooh, look at that. That's a lot of green. That is a thing of beauty. 79, the battery's good. That's another thing I didn't even think about. That would have been embarrassing if I'd spent all that time transferring the gear, transferring the gasoline to find that the battery was flat. Okay, right. This is our new vehicle. Say goodbye to the army truck. As I said, it's served us really well. Let's get back to the gas station before more zombies come and say hi. And let's carry on filling up with loot. Wow, I would not have expected it to not start first time. Okay, well that's both of these red toolboxes empty. They do have an encumbrance of 20. A little bit nervous about putting them on the seat because I've had quite a few bugs with putting things on the seats now. Yeah, of course there has to be a zombie, doesn't there? Of course there has to be a zombie. They are such a nuisance. Let's just drop the bag so we can make things a little bit easier. But yeah, we're gonna have to fight with a big red metal cabinet tucked underneath one arm. Oh, that took a lot of hits. Okay, well, I've got 2 back seats, so that's just about enough room. And for once, I'm not going to forget this bag. And there's a zombie coming. Well, let's just disappoint them. No meal for you, guy. Let's get out of here. Ah, I've totally forgotten to actually connect the trailer. Oh, I'm a professional. Can we do it before the zombie comes? They are very slow. Or maybe, let's try it. Let's take unnecessary risks. Okay, we're out of here. Bye-bye, zombie. Well, there we are. We got barely down the road. We've got the vehicle smothered in blood already. Those zombies do like hanging around on the road. They really do. We made it safely back to base. No more nasty surprises, sort of update-wise, that I can see. First things first. We're going to take the generator, we're going to hook it up, get some gas in it, then we can have some proper lighting. Okay, well, we've got no roof access at all, unfortunately, and not without building stairs anyway. Something I might do at some point so I can put the generator smack bang in the middle, but also put it a bit out of harm's way noise-wise, although actually shouldn't be attracting any zombies. I'm not really sure if this is going to be good enough. If this is going to give an... If I leave it here, yeah, if it's going to have enough of a range to power the whole building or not. We might have to at some point, as I said, build stairs and plonk it right in the middle of the building on the roof. Okay, well, let's turn it on and let's get some light inside. Now, I'm not that fancy, that rich gas-wise, that I'm going to leave... Where's the light switch? That I'm going to leave 2 generators on the whole time. I'm just going to really turn the generator on, if I can find a light switch, when I'm in the building, basically. Can't find a light switch. Did I accidentally dismantle it when I was knocking down all the walls? They have changed it again, so the light switches have a little orange light on. It's been sadly missing for a few weeks. But yeah, can't find a light switch for the moment. Oh well, let's not worry about it now. Let's continue moving in. Okay, well, what I did want to do is I wanted to have this right in the middle and have the two red tool cabinets either side. But something went a bit awry with the placement, and as there's a 45% chance for this thing to break, which is annoying, I haven't got an option to pick it up again. So I'm just going to unequip that one. I'm just going to put them right there, basically, next to each other. Okay, well, there we are. I think that looks really good. I think they're going to look even better once they're full of tools. Okay, it is the next morning and we've unloaded another 3 bags of gear. I thought in my head I had a really good, clear plan. I was going to put tools for sort of carpentry in one bit, tools for metalworking in another, tools for sort of smithing in another. But there's just too much of it. I don't know how to organize it. So this is as far as I've got. This area here, this little cubicle, just tools. It's not really organized. It's just tools. Just tools there. Here we're going to have sort of like crafting materials. We're going to have handles and metal pipes and all sorts of things there. Metalworking gear here. And yeah, as I said before, loads and loads of weapons. But we've unloaded everything. So the next we've got to get back in the truck. Sorry, into the sports car. Head back over to Echo Creek. And we've just got nothing but empty bags now, and all we want to do is fill it up with loot. We don't need to bring any furniture back or anything today, so hopefully this time we can bring a significant amount of gear back with us. Okay, here we are, we're back once again. Once again, there's a zombie just chilling out, ready to say hi. Let's take care of him, just the one though. But yeah, we got nothing to do now other than to grab... Oh, I thought there was a zombie right behind me. Grab an empty bag, fill it up with loot, rinse and repeat. Let's see how many bags we can fill up. Well, I was just about to say how much the wind whistling in the winter just sounds a lot like a gurgling zombie, but it is, in fact, a gurgling zombie. Constant interruptions. They really are nothing more than a pest in Echo Creek right now. Okay, well, it's been slow, tedious work, but it's hopefully been worthwhile. It'd be really nice to get all of this gear back and into some sort of organization back at my new base. And we've come across a little bit of a surprise. We've got this sheet sling bag, which I didn't realize had gear in, and it's got some interesting gear. What is really standing out is this. I've been looking for this book for quite a while because I really want to get into carving. Really thinking about carving spears and short bats with nails in. I think they'll be really effective weapons. But I didn't want to start until I found the book, and I had the book the whole time. This is why you need proper storage, proper organization, otherwise you just forget what you've got. But also, look here, let's try it. Let's see if I will be a winner this time. And yeah, I'm a loser again. Let's finish getting the rest of the gear in the truck. We've probably got 8-9 bags. You can see the shelves look a lot emptier, but we've still got these boxes, crates I should say, and we've still got this here, this whole metal shelf, and that's just the garage. We haven't even gone inside the main living space yet, so we might have to make another couple of journeys at least before we finally got everything we want from here and it's all unloaded and our base. Okay, well, after 2 very long, tedious days to what has become almost an obsession, we've barely slept, we've barely eaten, we haven't washed for days, but finally, at the garage at least, back at the Echo Creek gas station is completely full. There is still a lot of gear. There's animal feed, there's lots of other sort of clothing, we haven't even gone inside the main house, so there's still all the library, all the books, but as I said, the garage is empty. This place is absolutely bursting full of loot. I'm pleased to say that all the bags on the floor are empty. But shall we just take a little bit of a look at the oodles and oodles of loot that we now have all here at our disposal. This is something that was accumulated throughout the whole playthrough because we found the Echo Creek gas station pretty much the first day. So this is almost 4 months of loot, and it is kind of semi-organized. I'll try and be quick, I'll try and be brief. We've got blunt weapons, we've got bladed weapons, stabby, and then over here, as I said, the armor up for the top half and for the bottom half. And we've actually pretty much run out of space for our guns and ammo, but look at this small arsenal of ammo. 15 boxes of shotgun shells is the standout for me, and not a lot of actual guns. This is all the guns. I mean, this is 1990s America. Where are the guns? See, we've still got room to expand here. I haven't even emptied all of the that's another thing, we haven't done the seeds yet, but we've still got all of these seeds here. It is crazy the amount of crops that you can plant and tend now. And here, these are all the tools. Again, this area is almost full, and we've got a wide range of tools of all types. Don't even know what to do with half of it, and these are already almost full. It's just so much gear, you know, it just goes on and on. This is all the crafting gear, the nuts and bolts, quite literally, and we've got handles, sort of blades, and knives and bars and steel rods. There's just so much gear, you know. There's all this steel stuff, propane, lantern bottles, oxygen tanks, all the mechanics, all the car stuff. We've done so much. I can barely think about it, but there's still so much to do, but it's beautiful. I am a real hoarder, a loot goblin. If you are too, you will appreciate this. You will also appreciate all the work that has gone into this. But man, I'm glad it's over, or at least that bit. I kind of actually want to get back out on the road now and do some zombie hunting, some zombie slaying. So that's what we're going to do next episode. Next episode, we're going back to Irvington with a specific target in mind. It's November the 1st. Those days have flown by. It's going to be some long, lonely, dark and cold winter nights. So we need to find some stuff to watch on the TV. And there's only one place we're going to be able to do that. That's the video store. So in Irvington, there's a video store. There's still lots of other places, but that is going to be the adventure for our next episode. That is it for now. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Smash that like button and all that. Now that is all. Peace.